guys, welcome back to my channel, Keto with Sammy. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. And for today's video, we are doing a what I eat in a day. I'm going to take y'all along my day of keto eating, of course, and show y'all what meals I'm going to be having. But before we get started, I'm getting ready for the day. I did go to the gym this morning. I got in a good workout, you guys. I worked on my arms, I got in a little bit of cardio, and I worked out my abs. But before we get into today's day of eating, I'm getting ready for the day, and I thought I'd show y'all my makeup routine because a lot of y'all have been asking for it. I've been seeing a lot of comments asking if I can show y'all how I do my makeup, my everyday makeup, and I had a couple comments on live asking if I could show it. So we're gonna go ahead and do that today. I'm gonna try not to make it so long. I do keep my makeup pretty basic because this is like my everyday makeup routine. So I keep it pretty basic. If I do have a little bit more time, I'll change things up. But this is pretty much what I do every single day while I get ready. Because I do things throughout the day, so I don't like to take a whole bunch of time on my makeup. It might be a lot for some people, but this isn't a lot for me because I love makeup and I love to change it up all the time. But this one is just my simple go-to. So we're gonna go ahead and get started, and I'm gonna show you what products I use and how I do it. Okay, so I always like to use one of these little things to hold my hair back. Now, I did take a shower after the gym, so I did take a shower earlier, and I did my skin is very dry, so I use the dry skin creamer. So anytime after I take a shower, I put this on my face because my face is really dry. Like I said, it's just the Pond's dry skin cream, and I really like this one because I've tried a lot of dry skin creams, and this one doesn't leave like a film on my face or anything. It just goes right into my skin. I love it, and it's fairly cheap. So a lot of the products that y'all are gonna see, I don't spend a lot of money on makeup anymore. I used to spend a lot of money on makeup, but since I just keep it really basic and I like to just keep my makeup pretty basic, I just go in with makeup that works but is really good priced. So I go in with this, and then I always spray my face with this Mario skincare facial spray. It has Olay herbs and rose water. I spray this a lot. I spray it in the morning, after I wash my face, after I get a shower, throughout the day if I want like a freshening little. You can find this at like Ulta, but I get it at Walmart. So I always go in with this. So I already did that. Now before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and go in with my primer. So I always put this down before I do my makeup, and it helps make your makeup last longer throughout the day. So this is the Power Grip Primer by e.l.f. and it works really good. So we're going to go in with a little bit of this. I just go in with my fingers. My hands are clean. And I just go ahead and put it really mainly like in my nose area, because a lot of the time my makeup will like separate in my nose area since it's been really hot lately. So I try to put it right here. And you just rub it in, and then we're gonna let it dry a little bit. Okay, while that dries, first thing I get started on is my eyebrows. So I have, where is it? First, I go in with this brow glue to help my brows stay down better. This is by NYX. It is NYX Professional Makeup, the brow glue. This is the dark brown color. They have different colors. And I just go ahead and put it all over my eyebrows first, and then I let it dry a little bit. So I just brush it through. It has like a little spoolie brush. And I think this is kind of like the main thing that I changed up in my makeup routine is my eyebrows. I started using new products, and I really like them. They're both by NYX, and they're really good. They have this one in clear. I tried to get it in clear, but it's always sold out, so I'll just get the colored one. Okay, just like that, and then you're gonna go ahead and let them dry. Okay, I put y'all a little closer so y'all can see. So before I fill in my eyebrows, I take the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. This is the medium brown. I barely have any left, but we're gonna use what I have. Then I just take like a little angled brush like this, and I dip it in there. And first I kind of just like outline my eyebrow a little bit. So let me look this way. So I just line my eyebrow at the bottom real fast just to make a little sketch. And you always want to take like your eyebrow like here. You want to match it with your nose bridge. Sometimes I go a little bit more in, sometimes I don't. And I kind of just make a little sketch at the bottom of my eyebrow. And then the rest I'm going to fill in with another product. Okay, so you can see it's a little dark. It looks a little crazy right now, but we'll clean it up. Okay, so once I have the little sketch at the bottom, now I go in with my NYX Professional Makeup Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen. I absolutely love this. We're gonna draw little hairs with it. What color is this? This is espresso. Okay, so it's like a little thin brush, and what you do is you're gonna make hairs. So I kind of just brush them in the front, and then I'll brush it throughout the eyebrow, and I'll start filling it in. And this is just your preference on how you do your eyebrows. This is just how I do mine. And I've been really liking it. I've got a lot of compliments lately on my eyebrows. Right now they look crazy, but we'll clean them up. Okay, and I kind of just fill in hairs over here. You just want to fill in like the spots that don't have hair. I have a scar in this eyebrow, so I have to fill it in a little bit more. So you just get them how you like them. This one's a little bit darker than usual, but I'll clean it up. You know how you can do it good every day, and then when you finally show somebody, you're like, oh. Okay, now we're gonna clean them up. So I just take a concealer. This is e.l.f. Like I said, I use really cheap brands, you guys. It's all on how you put it down. But this is e.l.f. This is their Camo Concealer, and this is their Fair Beige. A little bit goes a long way, okay? So we're just gonna put a little dab underneath my eyebrow. Okay, and then I take a little brush. This is all I use this brush for. A little brush, and you're gonna start sketching it out and cleaning them up. And I just stay at the bottom. I kind of just blend it in so it blends into your eyelid. Okay, so once I'm done cleaning them up, you can fill in a little bit more if you need to. I mean, I kind of blend in the concealer, but we're gonna go over it with some foundation, so it doesn't have to be perfect. But I think my eyebrows are done. So that's all I do to my eyebrows. Now we're gonna go in with the base. So we already put my primer down. This is the foundation I use. Now I'm somebody, I used to change up my foundation a lot because I never found the perfect foundation for me that I actually liked. So I would always just try new ones. But this one, this is already my third bottle, and I love it. And it's a drugstore foundation. So this is the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear foundation. This is number 411. So this is the color that I use. You can find this at any Ulta, Sephora doesn't sell drug brand. Ulta, Walmart, H-E-B, wherever you shop, they have it. It's by L'Oreal. Okay, I love it. So this is one of my favorite foundations. I don't think I'll switch it for a while. Then I just take a damp beauty blender. So I'm gonna go ahead and wet this. And I just go ahead and lay down my foundation. I go in with 2 pumps, usually like on each kind of cheek. And I just dab it into my skin. You don't wanna drag it because then you're gonna have streaks. And I go over my eyelids with it too, so we can blend that concealer in. And you cannot forget the neck. I have a tattoo right here, so I have to clean it up all the time. I'm like looking in my mirror on this other side, okay? So, just gonna lay this down really quickly, and then we're gonna go on foundation. I mean, concealer. Okay, I have my foundation on. Now we're gonna go back in with the same concealer I showed y'all earlier, and we're gonna start concealing. So, I put a little bit in my corner. Like I said, a little bit of this concealer goes a long way. I put it on the edges. I contour my nose, so I go down the bridge of my nose. I put a little right here, put a little right here, okay? And then I'm gonna go back in with the same beauty blender, and we're gonna dab it all out. Go down my nose, and then I go in with my under eye. Kind of just keep it in this area and push down. Don't mind my faces. Make funny faces. I go to the side of my nose too. I tend to get really red, so I just make sure I cover up any redness. Okay, once that is down, now we're gonna set it. So I go in with the Airspun loose face powder. This is the translucent one. And then this right here, it's like a beauty blender, but it's for powder. So you don't wet it or anything, it's just for powder. And I go ahead and set my under eye so we don't get any creasing. Alright, and I'll go ahead and let that sit while we contour. Now for contour, this is one of my favorite liquid contour stick things because I've tried many liquid contours, and sometimes you'll see like patches of the contour to where if you just let it sit even for a couple seconds, it kind of stays there. This one doesn't do that, so I really like it. So, because I've had that happen before. This is by Revlon. It's their Color Stay Skin Awaken. It's a 5-in-1 concealer, but I use it to contour. They have many different shades. You could even get these and contour under your eyes if you would like that too, because they have lighter shades. But this is number 070, so number 70. And I just go ahead and contour where I like to contour. So I contour my forehead. And what you're doing, if you don't know what contour is, you're making everything look smaller in a way. I go ahead and contour my forehead, and then I contour my cheeks. Right above that. I contour right here because I don't like my chin. Okay, and then I contour my nose. So I just go under here, and then I make my nose appear to look smaller in a way. Okay, just like that. That's where I contour. Sometimes I'll put contour right here on my eyelids, but today we're gonna do a different kind of makeup. Okay, so and then I take one of any kind of brush that you can blend out, but I like this one. This one's by RT. What's that brand called? I forgot the RT, but I got this like at Walmart. It's the 241, and I just go ahead and start blending everything out before it dries. So I want to stay in those areas because now we have the highlighted area in the middle. And you want to blend really well. Make sure there's no harsh lines. This is gonna make my neck more like chiseled. So make sure you blend it out, because if not, you can see a harsh line. Okay, and then I blend out my nose. And it's gonna make your nose appear more thinner. Alright, once everything is blended, that's all you have to do. Just make sure it's blended really well. Once I have my contour blended, now I have that powder underneath my eye. I just take the same brush and I'll just brush it off, because my concealer is already set. Okay, and that's it. Now I take the same powder again, and we're gonna make my cheeks look a little bit more defined. And I like to clean up that contour a little bit, so I just take the same powder, okay, with the same what is this called? Powder puff thing. Suck it in. And what that's gonna do, it's gonna set there. We'll brush it off, and your cheeks are gonna look more defined. Okay, so we're gonna let that sit for a few minutes. Now I go ahead and get started on my eyes. So this is my simple eye makeup. This is by Kat Von D. This is her Shade and Light eye palette. I've had this palette forever, but I love it because it has the basics. It has the browns, blacks, and whites. Okay, those are my favorite. I take one of these, just whatever, I've had this brush for a while too. It's just a crease and smudge one, so it's like a double in, but I take this little crease one, and then I go in with the lightest brown because we're gonna put this in my crease. Okay, this is my simple eye makeup, so I keep it pretty light. So I just blend it into. So if you crease a lot in your eyelids, you can definitely go in with the eye primer. I really don't, and my makeup stays on pretty good, so I don't really go in with the eye primer, but you can. You just want to make sure you blend this really well, okay? We're gonna go over it again in a bit, but for right now, just blend. Okay, once I have that color blended, now this is the eye makeup that y'all were asking about. Sometimes I'll do brown all over my lid with an eyeliner. Sometimes I just change it up a lot, but the main one they are asking for is this one. So I do brown in the crease, and then I do white on my lid. So I go in with this first. We're gonna lay this down because it's gonna get more of that white to the eye, and then we'll put a white powder over it. But you want it like a cream base just to make it pop more and help it stick more. So this is by Maybelline. It's their Color Tattoo eyeshadow, and this is Chill Girl. So this is their white one, and it looks like this. It's like a smudge. It's not powdered eyeshadow. It's like a, how do you say it? It's just like a little cream eyeshadow, I guess. Okay, and then as you can see, I use this brush a lot, but this, I just take like a flat brush, and we're gonna go ahead and dip it in, and then I don't smudge it onto my eyelid. I kind of just pack it, and I pack it where I didn't put the brown. I just keep it right on the lid. And it doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to blend it in anyways. Okay, and then you can see it's like really white. Okay, Once that is packed on, now you're going to take any white powdered eyeshadow and you want to go ahead and set it, because if not, it's going to smudge everywhere. So I just flip the brush. I take the same brush and I take the white, and we're going to pack it on. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. We're going to fix it. Okay, and that's it for right now with the whites. Okay, that's all I do. If I need to touch it up, I'll keep it on hand. Now what you're gonna do, you're gonna go in with the same brush with the same brown, and you're gonna, like, you see how you have like little harsh lines right here? We're gonna go ahead and blend that out. So same brown, you barely need to tap it if you're keeping your makeup really light. And we're gonna go ahead and just blend out that harsh line so it just blends together. Try not to run it into the white. All right, and once you have those lines blended out, that's all you have to do. Trust me, it's gonna come together with the eyeliner. Now the eyeliner that I found and I love, it is by NYX. It is their Vivid Matte Liquid Liner. This is, they have different ones because this is the black one, but sometimes when I go in with colors, they sell colors too. So I have this pink one. This is their Brights, but it's the same one. They have so many colors, and this eyeliner is really, really good. I love it. It doesn't like break off or crease or anything. So we're gonna go ahead and do eyeliner. Optional, you can do a little wing, you can just go over the eye. It just depends how you like it. I love to do a wing. Okay, so so what I do is I follow my under eye and I just go up like that. Okay, we're gonna do the other one. You kind of just gotta like I've been doing my eyeliner for so long that it's just easy for me to do, but I know it's hard for some people. I would just start off small and kind of work with it and build it up little by little, because if you just go all in, it's gonna come out crazy. Okay, and then I go from here. First I kind of connect the bottom and I fill it in. There you go. And then I kind of work it to the wing. And I'll connect it right here in the middle. And that's how thick I'll go. Sometimes I'll go thicker, just depends how I feel for the day. But usually when I keep my makeup pretty simple, this is how I do it, okay? Now we're gonna do the other one. I'm gonna try to get them even as possible. I feel like my eyelids are a little bit different, like the crease in them. So sometimes I think they look different, but I just try to get it as close as possible. Okay, and that is my eyeliner. Like I said, it all just depends on you. You can do a little wing, you can just outline your eyelid. It's just on your preference. Sometimes you don't even have to go in with eyeliner. You can just go in with a good lash, and that'll do as well. Now we're gonna move on to my lashes, but before we do that, I'm gonna go ahead and brush my setting powder off. So I just take the same brush and I just brush down. Wipe it away. And you can see that your cheeks are a little bit more chiseled. Okay, now we're gonna go in with lashes. I just use a drugstore lash as well. These are by Kiss. They have the bigger packs. This is Bare Affair. I honestly change up my lashes a lot, but I stick with the same brand. I just use Kiss lashes, but I just change up the style of them. So it all just depends on your preference. They have more dramatic ones, they have lighter ones, whatever you would like, but I always go in with eyelashes. I feel like it just makes the look. So we're gonna put some on. So I'll usually wear my eyelashes a couple times and then I'll change them out. It just depends. I'll clean them up. I'll make sure they're clean and taken care of. So I already trimmed my lashes. You do want to make sure you trim the outside of your lashes a little bit to make sure they fit your eyelid shape, because if they're too big, they're going to be poking you in the center and they're just going to be all over the place, okay? And then I just go ahead and take an eyelash glue. This is literally by a brand that H-E-B sells, and I really like it. It's cheap. It's awesome. They have a lot of really great products. Even their eyelashes are pretty good, but it's Diosa, so it's just a brand that is sold in H-E-B. If you don't have an H-E-B, you guys, they have eyelash glues at Walmart. Okay, so first I go ahead and take the glue and I put it on the band. And you don't need a whole lot. A little bit goes a long way. I kind of just fill in the center a little bit, or the inner corners a little bit more, just so they stick. But you want to let this get tacky. So once you put the glue on, I kind of just wait a minute or so to let it get tacky. You want it sticky because you want it to stick to your eyelid. If you just go in straight right now while it's still wet, it's gonna slide all over the place. It's not gonna stick well, and I feel like that's where a lot of people make the problem with wearing false eyelashes, because they feel like it's just so hard because it slides everywhere. So you just let them dry a little bit, but while that's drying, I put on a little bit mascara. So I like to use the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. And I just go ahead and put like a light coat on first before we put my eyelashes on, just like that. And then we'll wait a minute. Okay, once your eyelashes are tacky, I take tweezers. Sometimes I just use my fingers, it just depends. And you're gonna go ahead and lay them down. So I kind of just gotta go in with the shape of your eye. Just like that. So we lay it down, and I kind of just tuck in the corners. And then I'll tuck in the centers. You can't move it around too much. Once it's down, just like push it in. Okay, so that one's down. And you want to let it continue drying. I know I probably make it look easy. I mean, the more you do it, the more practice you get. I've just done it for so long that it's pretty easy for me. Sometimes I'll just go in my fingers just like that, and I just lay it down. You just want to make sure that it matches up with your eye and it's not too big. So if you need to trim it down a bit more, go ahead and do that. Okay, once it's there, let it dry, and it's not going nowhere. And that's it. See? Pretty easy once you get the hang of it. While my eyelashes are drying, now I'm going to go ahead and finish my face. So I go in with some blush. I change up my blushes. Like, I'll buy different ones from like Maybelline. But lately, I broke it, and I'm so sad that I did break it. I accidentally dropped it, but I don't know. I really love this blush. So I actually found this one on sale at H-E-B. This was the Wet n Wild Care Bear collection. But when I saw the blush, I just thought it was really pretty for like summer. I don't know if they still have it. It is limited edition, so they might not sell it anymore. But any kind of blush you like, you guys. This is by Wet n Wild in their Care Bear collection. This was the... It says do what you love, so I guess that's the name of it. But I kind of broke it, and I'm so sad. But we're gonna go in with my blush. I dropped it, and I was heartbroken. And then this is the brush that I always use for my blush, and I just put it right here with the little apples on my cheeks. I like it subtle, but then I like it pink. I don't know, I like a little pop. It just makes your face look so much brighter. Alright, try not to go too heavy, but that's it. Put some blush on. Then after my blush, I go in with highlighter. Any highlighter you like, you guys. They have so many brands. They have so many colors. This is a highlighter that I use for my everyday makeup routine because it's really light, but it's really shimmery. So this is not a drugstore brand. You probably had to find them on their website. It's honestly been a long time since I've been on their website. I've had this one for a while, so I don't even know if they sell it anymore. But this is by Artist Couture. So you're just going to take any highlighter, any loose highlighter, whatever you like. This is their color Gold Digger. And then I've always used this little angled brush. I don't know why. But this is really, it goes a little bit, goes a long way. It's really shimmery. So I just get some of my brush, pat some off a little bit, and I highlight right here. If you can see that, I highlight right here. So I just highlight at the tops of my cheeks. And then I like to highlight my nose. So I just put a little bit at the tip and the bridge of my nose. And then I'll highlight my Cupid's bow. And then usually for my regular makeup, everyday makeup routine, I take this little brush and I'll dab some in here. And then I like to put it at the corners of my eyes. So it adds a little shimmer right there. Put it in my inner corners, and then I'll put it at the tip of my eyebrows. Okay, and just highlight those areas. Now we're gonna go ahead and finish my eyes. Like I said, like I could literally do this makeup really fast because I'm so used to doing it every day. Now we're gonna go in with some mascara, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna blend in your regular eyelashes with the falsies so you don't have two separate eyelashes. So I just put mascara, and then I kind of take my fingers and I'll just make sure that they're blended together, but don't smush them down. And that's it. They should be blended. leave out that mascara. But for my under eye, I go in with white eyeliner. This just helps it stand out more. I love white eyeliner when I'm kind of feeling a little bit more fierce or like a little bit more darker. I have a little bit more smoky eye. I'll go in with black eyeliner. But for my everyday makeup, I want to look brightened. I go in with white eyeliner. So this is by NYX. This is their jumbo eye pencil. This is their, what is this color called? It's their only white one. So I don't think it has a color name, but it's their white one. Oh, it's called Milk. And I just go in at the bottom of my eye. I just go ahead and do the waterline very lightly, nothing crazy. Just like that. You could set it with white powder, but sometimes it gets a little too chalky for me. So I just leave it like that. And then you can go in with like some brown eyeshadow underneath just to blend it a little bit more. But I usually just go in with black mascara, and it helps stand out a little bit more. Okay, and literally that's it. Okay, the only thing I really do now is my lipstick, but first we're gonna set my face. So everything is done. This is literally my everyday makeup routine. I feel like the lipstick really makes it as well too. A lot of y'all love when I do my lipsticks, but for my eyes and the base, this is what I do every single day. First, and then last thing I do is I set it. It's been so hot lately here in Texas, so I go in with this Hydrate and Brighten. This is by Real Techniques. It's their Glow Finisher Blend Extender. So I just spray a little bit on my face, and then that's gonna set. Okay, and then we're gonna go in with lipstick. And I do clean up. I do have a face tattoo, so I do clean that up so y'all can see it. I just take like a little cleaner with a little Q-tip, and I just make sure I get the makeup off of there. Yeah, now you can see it. Now personally, since I don't wear heavy makeup like I used to. Now when I say heavy makeup, that means I used to wear like a lot of eyeshadow. I used to have a lot of color to my eyeshadow. Now I just love the basics of it. But what I really change up in a lot of my makeup routine, I feel like y'all think I change up my makeup routine a lot and I don't, is because I change up my lipstick. So I'm that person that will go in with the bold lipstick. I have tons of lipsticks, you guys, but a lot of times I love browns. This has to be one of my favorite lipsticks. The like formula to this lipstick, the way it feels, it's so good. I only have one color. I need to go buy the rest, but this is my favorite lipstick. So when I'm feeling more bold, not so like, some days I'll wear just like, I'm gonna show y'all today, because what y'all saw the last time was literally lip liner and lip gloss. So I'll have those days, and then there's a lot of days where I want to go in with a bold lipstick. So this one is by Maybelline. This is their this is the color Amazonian number 70. But this is the Superstay Matte Ink. These lipsticks are bomb. I love these. So this is my favorite one. And I'll just change it up like I said. This is another one of my favorite ones, but this one's more of like, this one's matte and actually stays on. This one's like a lipstick, so it's very sheer. You gotta, you know, retouch it up, but it's very soft. This is their L'Oreal in the number 800 in the Ferris Nude. I love this brown color for like a little bit of a lighter color, and it smells so good. I don't know why it smells like baby powder, but it's so good. That one's the second one of my favorites. And I have a couple favorites, you guys. Like I said, I go in with a lot of browns. But I have pinks. I have darker lipsticks. I have Jeffree Star is one of my favorites for lipsticks as well, if I really do order them. But other than that, you just see me in a lot of the same lipsticks. A lot of people ask me what red I wear. So I actually go in with, I put like a little red crayon base down. This is by NARS. This was a more high-end brand, but this is the red lipstick that y'all always see. This is by Wet n Wild in their liquid cat suits, and this is Missy and Fierce. So when y'all see me wearing a red lipstick, it's this one, because a lot of y'all ask about that one. And then other than that, I just have a lot of other colors, okay? But let me show y'all what I was wearing the last time that y'all asked. So literally, it was a brown eyeliner and a clear, a brown lip liner and a clear lip gloss. This is what I was wearing. Okay, so this lip liner I actually really like because I love browns, like I said. And I kind of put this down a lot with my browns. So this is by Wet n Wild. This is their lip liner, and it's so cheap. This is their chestnut color, $7.11. So I go ahead and outline my lips first. I'm gonna go ahead and sharpen it because I want it sharpened. So I overline my lips just a little bit, okay? I don't like to overline too much, but I do overline them just to make them appear a little bit more fuller. So when I overline, I barely go under, like right under. I mean, there is people that overline a little bit more. It's just all on your preference. And we're going to go ahead and outline the lips. Cupid's bow. And since we are going with clear lip gloss, this is going to go all over my lip. Like, so I just fill in the outsides really, and then when I put in the clear lip gloss, it's going to move itself. Okay. I just make sure the corner of my mouth, my lips are filled. Make sure it looks straight. Okay, and that's it. I have my lip liner down. Now I'm gonna go in with my, this is by NYX. They have a lot of these lip glosses, but I like them because they're not sticky. So this is by NYX. It is their butter gloss, and it's just a clear one. Like I said, they have different colors. So sometimes I'll just wear this by itself, but a lot of the times I put it over lip liner. So just gonna do that. And then I go ahead and smudge my lips together so I don't get a harsh line of lip gloss. And that's it. This is my everyday makeup routine. So here is how I do my makeup on my products. So hopefully this helps y'all, give y'all a little bit more tips. And yeah, so this is my everyday one. Sometimes, like I said, I'll get a little bit more daring and use some eyeshadow on my eyelids with different colors, but most of the time, you guys, I'm pretty busy. I'm a mother. I do videos for y'all. I'm on the go all the time. So this I can literally do in like 30 minutes, probably less if I'm not recording. I can just be like, because I'm so used to it. But yeah, so hopefully this gives y'all some new product ideas and help y'all out for an everyday makeup routine, because I know a lot of y'all were asking me a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish my makeup. Most of the time I do my makeup first. I'm a first time. For when I'm getting ready, I do my makeup first, and then I do my hair, then I do my outfit. So we will be back shortly, and I'll show you the whole outfit put together. All right, you guys, makeup is done. I finished getting ready. I'm just wearing a long floral dress. It's just a little flower dress. I put on a little hat today because it's very sunny outside. It's hot, little summer vibes, but we finished my everyday makeup, and I was going to show y'all my perfume I'm wearing. I have a lot of perfume. I mean, not a whole bunch of perfumes. My husband has way more colognes. If y'all been following us for a while, he has over like 100 colognes, but I have a good amount of perfume. So I was going to show y'all what I'm wearing today. I am wearing Dolce & Gabbana in the scent Garden. It's like a fresh flower scent. It smells really good. So I had a little flowery dress on. Sometimes I'll go with like my outfit, picking out my scent. So I thought it would match well, but this one smells really good if you are looking for a new flowery, fresh perfume. This one's not too strong, but it smells really good. So Dolce & Gabbana in Garden. All right, guys, I am ready for the day. Now I have been fasting. Like I said, I went to the gym this morning. I got in a good workout, came home, took a shower, got ready, obviously. Now we're gonna go ahead and have my first meal of the day. We're gonna make some lunch today, and there is a new product that I wanna try, so let me show y'all. Okay, so for today's lunch, I'm going to be making a sandwich wrap. We're gonna make our own wrap made of cheese. We're gonna stuff it with some sandwich insides, and it's gonna be simple and easy. But the reason why I wanted to make that is because I want to try this. I found a new flavor of Quest chips in my store. I don't know if they're totally new or they're just new to my HEB, but they barely put them out on my HEB, and I haven't tried this flavor before, and I'm super excited. I love Quest chips. This is a chip replacement that you can enjoy along your weight loss journey. It's low carb, and they're really good. They're high protein. They have 19 grams of protein. It might depend on what flavor, but this one has 19 grams of protein, and they're really good. They're nice and crunchy. They might have a little bit of a different texture, of course, a little bit more on the pricier side. I think they were almost about $3, but they're awesome. I have them every once in a while, especially when I'm really craving like a sandwich kind of lunch and you want chips with it. These come in handy. Okay, so this is by Quest. This is their hot and spicy flavor, and if y'all know me, y'all know I love spicy food, so I'm really excited to try this flavor. So we're gonna be having these for lunch and giving them a try. These specifically are 4 net carbs. The whole bag is a serving size. They also sell them in packs at like Sam's Club. They have so many different flavors, you guys. I think they have about 6 flavors already. Hot and spicy. They have the taco one. They have the cheddar ranch. Am I missing anything else? They have a couple different ones, but I'm so excited for hot and spicy flavor. Finally, okay, because I am a hot, spicy kind of chip girl. So when I see something spicy, I want to give it a try, okay? So we're going to go ahead and start making the wrap. So I have my oven preheating to 350 degrees, and I'm going to show you how to make my wraps for my sandwiches. Okay, for my wrap, I went ahead and got my baking sheet, and I put a piece of parchment paper down. Now, they do sell already made wraps in store, but I just find it cheaper. And honestly, it's pretty simple just to make your own, but they do have different brands. Folio is a big brand, but they do also have off brands that you can go ahead and give a try if you want like a cheese wrap style thing. So I'm gonna go ahead, I like to get a mix. So I get a Kobe and Monterey Jack sliced cheese. Now you can shred your own cheese as well, but and then put it like in a little circle to make a wrap. But I think it's so much easier when you just buy the sliced cheese. So I take 4. So we're gonna take 1, 2, you're gonna place them next to each other, make sure they touch. I'm gonna lay 2 more down, and then once your oven is done preheating, we're gonna pop this in. It's gonna melt, and then you're gonna let it cool, and it's getting nice and crispy, and it's gonna be like a foldable wrap. It holds together really well. So we're gonna take 4 of these. Okay, so my oven is set to 350 degrees. I'm gonna pop this in. So you want it melty, and I kind of let the edges get a little bit crispy, but you don't want to burn it, you don't want to overcook it. You have to get it that right like mid, because if you overcook it, it's not going to be foldable. So I'll let y'all know how long it takes. I'm going to do 15 minutes first at 350. Okay, so I have 4 minutes left on the timer, but I can kind of smell the cheese already, like it's getting pretty crispy. So I think I'm going to take it out already. So you could see that my edges, you don't want to overcook it, because if you overcook it, like I said, you're not going to be able to fold it really well. Let me go ahead and pull this out. Okay, so you can see my edges are getting crispy, and my cheese has settled in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and take this out. So this took about maybe 12 minutes in the oven at 350 degrees. Okay, now you want to let it completely cool down, because of course it's cheese, it's melty. Before we fold it, we need to let it cool down. So while that's cooling down, we're going to go ahead and take out our insides that we're going to put in this. Okay, once it's kind of cooled down, I just take a little paper towel, because sometimes cheese can be greasy. This one actually isn't that greasy, but you just want to dab it off just in case. Now we're going to go ahead and flip it over. So it shouldn't be hard to flip over at all. But you see how we let it cook and let the edges get nice and crispy, but it's still rollable? That's exactly what you want, because if you over crisp it, it's not going to be rollable. So about 12 minutes at 350 was the perfect temperature or time for it. I'm just going to dab it off a little bit more for any extra grease, and you have yourself an easy cheese wrap, you guys. But like I said, they do sell them pre-made if you just want to grab those as well. But sometimes I just have sliced cheese on hand at home, and it's just easy to make my own. Okay, now we're gonna go in with whatever sandwich insides you want that are keto approved. I got some mesquite sliced turkey breast here. Now I like to put my meat down first, because before, if I were to go in, I learned if I were to go in with like the mayonnaise and mustard at the bottom first, it kind of goes through the cheese, and you don't want that. So I'm going to go in with some sliced turkey. Then I have my favorite keto approved mayo. This is by Better Body Foods. This is our avocado mayo. I love this stuff. You can get it at Walmart. I think HEB has it, and Costco has it maybe. It's either Costco or Sam's Club. I can't remember which one. I think it's Costco. Now I'm just keeping my sandwich pretty basic and simple, but like I said, you can change it up yourself. We're going to go in with some mustard. I really just wanted to give these chips a try. We're going to put on some shredded lettuce. Then we're going to go in with some sliced tomatoes. Then I like to add a little pepper on my tomatoes. And that's it. I'm just going to put these in my sandwich, these little toppings, and we're going to roll it together. So I take one end, and then we roll it to the other end. And then you can go ahead and just cut it in half. All right, and here is our sandwich wrap, you guys. These are awesome. I love to make these for quick and easy lunches. Or if I'm on the go, sometimes I'll go like on my kids' field trips and stuff. These are always really good to have on hand. Okay, I got my lunch. I'm gonna take a bite of my wrap. And you can do this like in many different cheese flavors too. They're so good. They hold together so well. So if you're also cutting back on like, because they do have keto bread replacements, but if you don't want to have so much low carb bread, these are awesome. Okay, now let's go ahead and give these Quest hot and spicy chips a try. I'm excited. They smell good. Okay. This is the way they look. They look like they're coated pretty well. Finally! God. Finally a chip that is spicy. Oh my god. Okay. Crunchy. Quest always comes out with really nice crunchy chips. Texture is there and they are spicy. Okay. I hate when something says that they're spicy and they're not spicy. So if you don't like spicy, I would stay away from these because these are pretty spicy. I go about a 7 on spice. But they have a really good flavor. The spiciness to them is really good. Oh my god. These are gonna be my favorite chips. I'll be in trouble. Y'all need to try these. Best flavor out of all of them. They're so good. Yes. Again, I got these at H-E-B. You usually can find them where like all the protein powders are, or you can find them in the gluten-free sections. The only thing I would say is you don't get a lot, of course. But they're really good. They actually are spicy. And they have really nice spicy flavor to them. 10 out of 10. So good. Because the last time I tried the Hilo spicy chips, they were good, but they weren't spicy. These are actually spicy. Okay, I could probably just eat this bag and that's it. But alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead, finish up my lunch. These are awesome. Definitely give them a try. Let me know what y'all think. Like I said, if you're a spicy lover, these are going to be your go-to. These are awesome, all right? But we'll be back shortly. We have a new challenge coming up, a new Keto with Sammy challenge. So y'all stay tuned for the details. All right, guys. So I haven't really been doing much today. I have been working a little bit. I'm going to let y'all know what I've been working on. But I haven't really been doing much today. I did only have my lunch today, and I just been drinking water. We're only going to have 2 meals today. So we're about to get started on dinner. I was making my family their dinner. But for my dinner, I know, call me crazy. I know it's hot, but I've been craving taco soup. It's like one of my first recipe videos ever on my channel. I absolutely love taco soup. So that's what we're going to be making for dinner today. I know, a little odd, but it's delicious, I promise. So before we jump into dinner, I know a lot of y'all been wanting to start a new challenge. So we are going to be starting a new Keto with Sammy challenge. This challenge is going to be a dairy-free challenge. I know it's going to be a little bit difficult, but I really hope y'all can join along on this challenge. I love to do 30-day challenges, but I don't know, lately I've been really wanting to just slim down a little bit more, and I feel like when I go dairy free, that helps me the best. It is just the fastest because I do have a lot of dairy in my diet sometimes, and sometimes I try to cut back, but going dairy free would definitely help me just get clean and really drop a few pounds this month. So I'm going to be keeping track of progress in pictures for y'all this month coming up. So we're going to be starting the 30-day challenge July 1st. We will be doing it for 30 days, and I really hope y'all join along, okay? So if you're new to my challenges, I always have challenges throughout the year. Sometimes there'll be 90-day challenges, sometimes there'll be 30-day challenges. They'll just be regular eating challenges, like regular keto eating challenges. Maybe like what have we done before? We've done regular keto challenge, we've done 90-day challenge, we've done workout challenge. We have done a dairy-free challenge before, and I did have a lot of y'all join on in it with me, and I made really good progress. So that's how I know it really works, because like I said, I do tend to have a lot of dairy in my diet sometimes. So I'm really trying to cut that back. So a lot of what you're going to be focusing on is protein and veggies, and then you'll have some fats depending on what it is. You can have coconut oil, ghee, olive oil, avocado oil, avocados, butter you cannot have. Do they have dairy-free butter? Is grass-fed like... I have to look into it. But anyways, so a lot of those will be that. You can have eggs because eggs aren't dairy. But yeah, we're just going to be staying away from cheese. I feel like cheese is my big part of my diet, and heavy cream. So None of those. We're going to be going straight protein and veggies, and I promise you, you will feel so clean. So this also helps, like if you were in a stall, say you've been doing your weight loss journey for a while, you hit a stall, you're keeping track of your macros, you're working out, but nothing is budging. Maybe you need to cut back on dairy some, so that would help as well if you do need to cut back on dairy for yourself if you're at a stall. So I'm really excited. I really hope y'all join along. It is going to start July 1st. I will keep y'all updated. I'll keep y'all posted. I'll post reminders, but this just helps y'all get started a little bit if y'all need to clean out your pantry, clean out your fridge, and you need to go grocery shopping. And speaking of grocery shopping, guys, so what I've been working on all day, I have been finishing up my dairy-free meal plan. So if you're interested, you need some ideas on what to eat throughout this dairy-free challenge. These are just simple meal ideas, dinner ideas to help you get started on what you can have. Not everybody knows how to cook. Not everybody knows what to make. So these are just simple recipes for you to get started. And if you're interested, you can email me. My email is in the description below. It'll pop up right here. Or you can message me to my Facebook page, Keto with Sammy. You can also message me to my Instagram page, Keto with Sammy. They're all in the description below. So if you would be interested in a dairy-free meal plan, definitely hit me up. It will help you all along your journey, and I'll send you the details when you message me. But yeah, so dairy-free challenge coming very soon, okay? So everybody get started for July 1st. So also along with the challenges, we do check-ins. So throughout the 30-day challenge, I will post a check-in on my Facebook page. All I do is every night around 7:30 Central, and I've done this for all my challenges if you're not new to it. I post every day at 7:30 Central on my Facebook page, and then I'll post in the YouTube community section. And all I do is day 1 of 30 check-in. All of y'all comment, commenting how y'all did that day, what y'all ate if you like, any tips you have, how you're feeling, any questions you may have. It's just a little check-in just to keep everybody on track throughout the whole journey, throughout the whole challenge. So I really hope y'all do y'all's check-ins and stick along with everything. But I really hope y'all join along the dairy-free challenge. Like I said, it is going to be difficult. It is supposed to be a challenge. So yes, it's going to be a challenge. So we got to stick it through. Like I said, I'm going to be taking progress pictures throughout my 30-day dairy-free challenge because I want to see the progress myself, you guys. I know it works, so I really want to see how good it works. And I will be working out in the gym. If you're not working out, you don't have to work out, just as long as you're doing dairy free, whatever you'd like, just as long as you're sticking with the challenge and you're eating keto approved foods, okay? This is going to be a keto challenge. So again, I'll be posting the check-ins, I will be posting reminders, and I really hope y'all join along. And don't forget, I do have meal plans available if you're interested. But with that being said, I'm really excited to get started, you guys. We haven't done a challenge in a while. What was the last one? I think New Year's was around my last challenge, and I have so many comments of y'all asking for me to start another challenge. So I'm excited, super excited. But let's go ahead and get started on dinner, you guys. I'm going to be having my last meal of the day. We're going to be making some taco soup. I know, a little odd, but I was craving it so bad. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so first thing we're gonna go in with is a pound of ground beef. And we're gonna go ahead and cook our ground beef through first and chop it up. Okay, I went ahead and cooked my ground beef through, and then I drained the fat. Now we're gonna go in with 1 packet of taco seasoning. Just regular taco seasoning. Okay, after your taco seasoning, you're gonna go in with 1 can of Rotel with the juice. Go ahead and mix this up. Then we're gonna add in 8 ounces of cream cheese. It's easier if it's softened just to mix in. I'm having this before we go dairy free, you guys. I haven't had this in forever, and I was like, you know what? I'm about to go dairy free soon, so I better get this in right now because I've been craving it. And then now you're just gonna go ahead and keep mixing in the cream cheese until it's well incorporated with the ground beef and nice and creamy. Okay, once the cream cheese is mixed in like this, you're gonna go ahead and slice up some cabbage, give it a good rinse, and we're gonna add it in. Okay, went ahead and chopped it up. I do like a small to medium head of cabbage. It just depends. Okay, once we have the cabbage in there, I like to just season with some salt and pepper to taste. A little bit of pepper. And then we're gonna add a liquid. Now, I go in with chicken broth. I know sometimes people ask, why don't I go in with beef broth? I don't know. I've just always done it with chicken broth, and I love the way it tastes. But you could use beef broth if you like. I'm gonna add in a 32-ounce container. Okay, once you have your beef broth in there, we're just gonna give it a good mix. Mix the cabbage down in there. Once your cabbage is mixed in, we're gonna, this is not my lid. Okay, I guess I don't have a specific lid for my pot. I thought I did, but we're gonna put this bigger one on top. That don't work. Okay, anyways, you're gonna put a lid on top and you're gonna simmer for about 30 minutes until the cabbage is tender. All right, guys, after about 20 minutes of my soup simmering, my cabbage is tender. You can go ahead and taste it if it needs a little bit more salt, but this soup is super simple to make. And it's just one of my favorites. Okay, so we're gonna let it cool down a bit. We're gonna serve it up and then you top it off with some shredded cheddar cheese. All right, guys, sorry if you hear my husband in the background. He's over there playing some games. But we're gonna go ahead and serve up some taco soup. Oh, I've been craving this so bad. This was just like one of my staples in the beginning of my journey. I used to make this, I swear, like once a week. Even my family loved it. It's just so good. And then last thing we top it off with is a little bit of shredded mild cheddar cheese. Alright, guys, and here is my last meal of the day, some delicious keto taco soup. You guys, I totally forgot about an ingredient, which is cilantro. So I went ahead and chopped up some cilantro and I'm just going to mix it in. But don't forget the cilantro, it really makes it. It makes good flavor with it. Alright, guys, I finished my dinner. Definitely hit the spot. It's been a while since I had some taco soup and I'm glad I got it in before we start the dairy-free challenge. So remember, we are starting July 1st. It is going to be for 30 days and I really hope everybody joins along. This is going to be a difficult challenge, but I really hope we can all push through it. Again, if you ever need any help along the challenge, you guys, I will be posting the check-ins on my Facebook and in the YouTube community section. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment there, ask any questions. Everybody, please help everyone along this challenge. We can do it if we all stick together, and I can't wait to post progress pictures. I can't wait to see y'all's progress pictures along the challenge. So I will be posting reminders before the 1st. Get anything you need on hand before then. I recommend to do that. It'll definitely help along the challenge, and I just hope everybody joins along. So don't forget to hit that thumbs up button on this video. Don't forget to share, and remember, if you do need help with dairy-free plans, feel free to message or email me, and I'll see you on the next one.